Hi everybody, I'm Kevin Greenwood, the Joan L. Danforth Curator of Asian Art at the Allen Memorial Art Museum at Oberlin College. The ICA actually began here at Oberlin in 1952 and was housed in the Allen building until moving to Cleveland in 2003, so we've had a long and productive relationship. I've sent a number of works of Asian art to the ICA since starting here in 2014, and today I'd like to highlight briefly one such project touching on decisions made in consultation with the ICA regarding conservation and mounting. This is the most important and, in my opinion, the most beautiful work of Chinese Buddhist sculpture in the Allen's collection. It is a bronze sculptural icon of a Buddhist deity, the medicine master Buddha, Yaoshifo in Chinese and Baisha in Sanskrit, an important deity associated with healing in East Asian and Tibetan Buddhism. This work dates to the 11th to 12th century during the Liao dynasty, which ruled northern China after the fall of the Tang dynasty in 907 CE. The work was originally gilded, but this gilding was lost probably as a result of fire. It would also have been originally enshrined with icons of other Buddhist deities and was perhaps even a member of a trio of Buddhas. The iconography of the figure suggests identification as the medicine master Buddha. First, as a Buddha, he has the simple robes of an ascetic, the cranial protuberance or ushnisha, the forehead mark or urna, and the elongated earlobes that are some of the 32 physical marks or mahalakshana that indicate a superior human being in traditional Indian thought that was later carried into East Asia. In fact, the elongated earlobes provided the initial impetus for reaching out to the ICA because the proper right earlobe had been damaged, you can see it there, and needed to be straightened. A job beautifully done by Claire Curran as seen here, along with a cleaning and a treatment with an applied protective coating of microcrystalline wax that regularized the color and also gave it a subtle sheen. As for iconographic elements that suggest identification as the medicine master Buddha specifically, with this deity, one hand typically rests on the lap and holds a small jar of medicine, as seen in this other example on the left. In the case of the Allen work, close examination of the proper right hand reveals that the tips of the middle fingers that may have supported a jar sadly broke off at some point in the past. The breakage pattern, however, does suggest that there was something there other than simply fingertips. Although the ICA could have replaced the fingers, we chose to leave them as is to support the iconographic attribution. Furthermore, since the identification as Medicine Master Buddha could not be made with complete confidence, I also decided that creating a more complete restoration with replacement fingers and a jar would have been too speculative. The other hand also supports the identification as Medicine Master Buddha. In early Chinese Buddhist representations, his other hand typically held aloft the seed of the myrobalan fruit, respected as a healing plant in South Asia and the Himalayas. The hand here seems to have been delicately grasping something, probably the seed, which, like the medicine jar, has been lost. Other representations of the Medicine Master Buddha show the raised hand in the gesture of fearlessness, Abhaya Mudra, or debate, the Vitarka Mudra, but this is not either of those. While working on the conservation, Claire also suggested that we create a custom mount for the work that would allow it to be exhibited, stored, and moved without risking further damage to the protruding components. When exhibited in the past, a simple painted block of wood was used, as seen in these old photographs, so we were very enthused about this suggestion. The challenge was to find something that referenced traditional display, but was clearly not part of the original piece, nor was distracting from it. Stylistically similar works from a few centuries earlier in China during the Tang Dynasty, seen here, often used an octagonal pillar on an octagonal lotus base to to support the seated Buddha. Based on these models, the ICA provided this design for the mounting and base, with the base to be made of Oberlin, a kind of polyurethane often used for museum mounts. After some discussion, we decided to keep the octagonal form, but to simplify the overall design to provide less visual distraction. Furthermore, we chose a color that would not be mistaken for part of the original work and which would also not distract from the work itself. And this is the result. Even in this reference shot from storage, you can see the wonderful result of this collaboration with the ICA. I look forward to exhibiting the work for everyone in a new exhibition in the coming summer. Thank you very much.